So I just got home from the local game store. I'm exhausted. I haven't had dinner. I'm probably dehydrated, but my eye makeup looks really good. So I am still going to record this today. You read the title. We're all here for one thing, and that is the Gay Rat Wedding deck. And you're probably wondering, Emma, why did you make a Gay Rat Wedding deck? And I will tell you. So I just got back from the Pride Commander Party, which is an event that Wizards of the Coast hosts across all of its game stores in honor of Pride Month, where it's a Commander event, but with some extra special rules. So instead of having one legendary creature act as your commander in a deck of 100 cards, as you usually do, for the Pride event, you get to pick 2 legendary creatures, and they get to, even if they don't have the ability partner, they gain it just for the fun event. They were roommates. History will call them best friends. I honestly wasn't sure I was going to be able to make a deck for this event because I was already building a deck for another thing I'm doing with my friends, but I ended up with some extra time, so I thought I'd throw something together, something a little silly in honor of the meme, if you're familiar with the Gay Rat Wedding meme, which actually originated from the children's TV show Arthur, where the rat teacher marries his husband, and that turned into Gay Rat Wedding somehow. So what I did for this deck was I built a rat typal deck, which typal just means the whole kind of gimmick of the deck is that it surrounds all or most of the creatures sharing a same creature type. In this case, being rats. In addition to not being sure if I would be able to make this deck in time, I also wasn't sure if I'd have enough rats in my collection because today is Saturday. I just got back from the Pride event, and I started this deck on Thursday, I think. So I wasn't sure. I knew I wasn't gonna have time to go out and buy more cards, so I had to use what was in my collection. And I was very pleasantly surprised by how many rats I did have in my collection. So for my commanders, I went with Lord Skitter Sewer King from the Wilds of Eldraine and Vren the Relentless from Bloomborough, which both are very strong rat cards on their own, but if I can throw in Vren, I can play in blue, which gives me access to more rats from the Bloomborough set. So basically, Lord Skitter's ability is whenever another rat enters the battlefield under your control, exile up to 1 target card from opponent's graveyard, which, if I'm honest, I kept forgetting to do this trigger. I was more interested in the second part, which is at the beginning of combat on your turn, create a 1/1 black rat creature token with this creature can't block, which you might think a 1/1 rat that can't block probably isn't super good, but when you pair it with Vren, who has the ability, in addition to Ward 2, it has if a creature an opponent controls would die, exile it instead. And at the beginning of each end step, create X 1/1 black rat creature tokens with this creature gets +1/+1 for each other rat you control, where X is the number of creatures your opponents control that were exiled this turn. So all those little kind of useless rats over here add up to make these other rat tokens very big, and boy did it. I think at one point I was swinging like 18 rats at my opponents. Now I did not manage to pull out a win with this one, but I had a lot of fun with it. And in addition to like all my other rat cards, I put out a call for aid over on socials asking people, because I have a card in here that I'm looking for called Rat Colony, which has the text on it, a deck can have any number of cards named Rat Colony. I think I have 8 of them in here, but mine, I thought it would be funny if I had proxies that were kind of themed after the Gay Rat Wedding deck. And I had a couple people reach out to me and make me proxies, some featuring the imagery from Arthur, which I adored, but then I was talking to another proxy artist and he was like, what did you mean by that? I'm like, well, I was kind of thinking like wedding guests at the Gay Rat Wedding. So he made me some proxies with rats in formal wear that I got to play, like that were the guests at Lord Skitter and Vren the Relentless wedding. So I just sent these proxies to my new printer, which is over there, and it's not going. So I fear I may have just sent my Gay Rat Wedding proxies to my neighbor's printer. Oh, good start to the day, Emma. I only ended up playing this deck once because like a lot of decks I build, it's not the best deck. It's just kind of fun. So I think I want to keep this together as a rat typal deck, maybe just with Vren as the commander because he has both of those colors for me, but it's definitely not high power. The other thing I did was I played a deck that I call my Gay Agenda deck because it is a Wooburg, it's all colors. It's the Jared Carthalion Precon that I have upgraded with some other other very good Wooburg cards. So for this instance, I played Jared and Jensen Carthalion as my partner. So Jared can make Kavus and make things bigger. He's a planeswalker. It's a very good card on its own. And then Jensen has, whenever you cast a multicolored spell, scry 1. If that spell was all colors, create a white 4/4 angel creature token with flying and vigilance, and then he also can tap for mana. Kind of like filter mana into different colors. So that ended up being very good as well. This deck does really well on its own, and I call it the Gay Agenda because it's Wooburg. I have these pride sleeves on it, and then it's just kind of funny to me. It's like the Gay Agenda is just big, powerful monsters, and I have actually the same stickers. They were giving out the same stickers. These were from a couple weeks ago. Someone was handing out pride stickers, and I grabbed a couple, and then they were giving out more tonight, so I grabbed a couple more. I'm also wearing my pride Magic top from, I think this was last year's Ultra Pro Pride collection. But all in all, it was a really fun event. There were a ton of people. I think there were like 4 different tables full of pods, and everyone was really chill. Some people were dressed up. After games, people are kind of hanging around and watching games and chatting. And we had a whole bunch of people, and it was really fun. And if you haven't been to one of these before, I'd highly recommend it. I got to meet some new people and hang out with people that I already know. So it was definitely a great experience. And I'm kind of bummed that we have to wait another year to do it again, but I get Commander Night every Tuesday. I'm a little spoiled in that respect. Oh, it's not in my pocket anymore. I actually dropped it down the black hole in my car that's down by the side of the seat. When we drop fries down there, you never see them again. There was a special promo Chromatic Lantern, which a lot of these events will have special promo cards, like as a little incentive. So cool Pride themed design. So that is the story of my Gay Rat wedding deck. I will create a deck list and I will leave it in the description if you want to check it out for yourself. Okay, I'm going to bed now.